This is episode 2 of the Infinite Ambition podcast. Recognize your limitless worth, damn it. We are here chilling, talking with the Barron Farnell, locally known, local favorite by some. If you don't know now, you will pretty soon. Barron, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Good. How about yourself, man?
Feeling great, man. Yo, man, we got so much we can talk about because a lot of people know you, some don't. I've known you for a couple years now. One of my best friends out here in the valley. Very creative guy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Always full of inspiration. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Just before we pulled up, he was just mentioning that he's headed to Zumba. Headed to teach one of his Zumba classes today. Where is that class anyway?
So today is Sunday. So today I'm actually teaching up here in Crescent Butte. It's at the pump room at 4 o'clock, and it's only $10. So
is that every Sunday?
So far I've been just trying to get to use the pump room for as long as I can, basically. Because honestly, I think I would get better success teaching dancing up here than in Gunnison, honestly. Because I've been teaching Zumba now for almost like 5 years now, and still, I just still feel like in Gunnison, a lot of people are always giving me the usual I'm too uncoordinated, or I can't dance, or I'd be embarrassed, and I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit. Suck it up. Suck it up.
Yeah, you don't need to be coordinated for Zumba. You don't need to know how to dance. All you have to do is know how to move just move. Just basically move. Yeah, you don't have to be fast or athletic. Just move.
Which I gotta say, I mean, for your first time dancing, when you did Move the Butte with us that first year, I was actually surprised that you never actually danced before, because I'm looking at you and Danielle, and I'm just like, damn, he knows how to move her. I
guess that's just like the natural performer side of me, if I can say that. I haven't always been that, but it's just part of confidence. And I mean, that's just dancing from just dancing in parties, clubs, whatever, freestyle and stuff. Nothing organized or anything like that, choreographed. And when we did it, she has way more experience than I do as far as choreograph stuff. So we took what I knew and took what she knew and put it together, and it was just fun being on stage. But like you say, you're just doing Zumba for 5 years.
5 years.
And what got you started in that? Because I know one time it was a huge pop when it first became popular. Was that around the same time, or was it before?
I mean, I don't know for certain, but I think it started all the way back in 2000.
Okay.
I mean, it was. I mean, apparently it's like one of the most popular dance workouts all over the world, because because there's so many people in different countries who do it, and plus it's just I think the reason why it's just so popular is because it's just one of those workouts where it just doesn't seem like you're working out.
Yeah.
You're just having fun shaking.
Right.
And you don't realize how much muscle you may be gaining and how much calories you might be burning.
Definitely burning a lot of calories, man. The first time I did a Zumba class, it was only a few of them I've done, and it was Barron's classes. And I didn't know what to expect. It didn't feel like aerobics. It didn't feel like I was trying to learn how to do a dance routine. It just felt like a light mix of both without feeling too structured. You can kind of, if you can't follow along with what you're doing, make up something. But as long as you keep moving, and it helps you out too. It helps you out. It's really fun. I never even heard of Zumba until about maybe 6 years ago. I didn't even know what it was when I was hearing about it. Then I came out here 3 years ago. I seen so many people partaking in it, and you said up here in Crescent Butte, it seems like it's been easier for people to gain interest in Gunnison. Is that because the lifestyle difference, or the culture, slight culture difference?
Well, I think it just seems like, I don't know if you've noticed, with not just with the Zumba, but with all the other classes that go on around this town, like Daniela's Latin hip hop class and Sasha's hip hop class. It just seems like there's more classes up here than there is in Gunnison.
True.
So therefore, it just seems like more people up here are more interested in dancing and taking classes than down in Gunnison.
Right. Well, you think about Gunnison is more of a college town, lifestyle, college hiking town type watercraft type town here. And now here you got the same, not less no, not really a college culture out here, but everything else. You got the outdoor life, hiking, biking, mountain biking, skiing, snowboarding, and then you got so, and then there's more. I won't say grown, but a little bit older feel. Like it's more of you see the population is mostly elder than Gunnison, so you got people who are more into that here. That's what I've seen and noticed myself. And yeah, it's been a great experience. Like just me myself taking those classes too every now and then when I can, because I got a busy personal schedule. When I do, I try to get into some, and they're really great for your mind, body, and soul. It makes you and make friends that way too. So much fun.
Yeah, yeah, moving out here was definitely the best thing that ever happened to me because.
When did you move out here?
So I moved out here in 2005.
Okay.
So I've been here like for 13 years now. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, when I moved out here, I was like 13 or 12 or 13.
Right.
When I first moved out here. But yeah, before that, I was born in Florida, and I just absolutely hated Florida. What?
I love Florida, man. Why you don't like Florida? What's wrong with that?
One, it was the heat. I couldn't stand the heat. I'm much more of a cold air type person.
I can see why. Okay, yeah.
And then
this is definitely a place for you then.
And not only that, but also not everybody in Florida are happy angel people like you.
This is true.
A lot of people down there are dicks. I can tell you that. The schools that I went to down in Florida, I absolutely hated it. I hated my teachers, and it was one of those schools where it didn't matter what day it was. Specifically, every Monday or every Tuesday or every Wednesday, you had to do the same homework assignment every night, which I didn't get whatsoever.
It's kind of monotonous, over and over and over.
And plus, one of the reasons why we moved out here was because I'm not really sure what you call it, but I definitely have been growing up with a disability.
Right.
So for instance, I wasn't always good at math or numbers or that sort of thing.
Right.
And a lot of people would always be asking me why is it that I tilt my head sometimes.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Well, it's because I kind of have a curved spine.
Right.
So one of the reasons that we moved out here was because we heard of adaptive sports.
Okay.
Which is basically the organization that teaches people with disabilities how to ski and hike and that sort of thing. So
I got friends that work there too.
And plus, I just made more friends out here
than
I did in Florida.
Cheers back.
And plus, cheers, man. That's yeah.
What up? There you go.
and then also when we moved out here, our house was literally right across the street from the theater.
Oh.
So therefore,
it was meant to happen.
Oh yeah, it was so meant to be.
This is a sign. Living across the street from the theater when I first came out here, someone's telling me this what you should be doing.
Because ever since I was 5 years old, I knew what I wanted to do. I want to perform. I want to act. I want to sing. I want to dance. All that stuff. And so living across the street from the theater was always lucky. I would always do one or two plays alongside school, and I still do it today. And then of course, I definitely, it was it was only during my senior year of high school that I started joining the dance collective.
Okay.
Back in 2010, which was when Move and View first started.
Right.
And so, it's kind of funny when people always come up to me and they're always just like, "Man, Barry, you're such a great dancer. I mean, you must have been dancing since you were 5?" I'm like, "No, 19." Like, what?
It's easy to shock and awe people when you're good at doing something because they can give off the illusion that you've been doing a lot longer than you really have.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that there's so many dance classes, or there's like so many just classes in general that don't like if you wanted to take a beginner's class of anything,
Right.
really of any dance class even, they're always starting like yay high like kids.
Right.
Like they only offer a very beginner's class to like little kids, which me personally I think that's BS because if me dancing has taught me anything is that you're never too old to learn something. True. And then all of a sudden just become an expert at it just like that,
So they seem like there aren't enough beginners classes for adults.
Yeah, most beginners classes are always started for like yay high kids, which is nice for the kids, but
there are other people who want to learn something. Yeah.
There are tons of older people that want to start to learn how to do something.
And there's lots of those types of classes and programs just not out here. They're all like in the bigger cities or in other neighboring towns or not in this valley really.
Well, yes and no. I have to say, just because I've always been able to take, like ever since I started doing Move Butte, I've been able to take a lot more classes than I would have been able to.
Okay, that's good.
So it was just getting involved with the dance collective that really helped us that. But definitely, and also definitely dancing, definitely it just made me more confident, not only as a performer, but just as a human being in general. It
does, man. Like that freedom of expression is something that you can't buy that. You can't replace that. It just happens organically, and that is like a callback to we did Movie View last year, which was my second year doing it. I was like your fifth or sixth, probably one longer than that.
I think it was.
Right,
8.
You done a lot, yeah. You from the beginning, just about.
Yeah.
There's quoting this in the paper, and I have it posted here on my wall.
Yeah.
Your quote from it said, "The one thing I could look forward to every year because I love dancing, and I get to hang out with a bunch of women." Funny, man. I said something funny. I'm the one that said something serious, but I love that.
Because I don't think I would have hung out with so many women any other way. Because.
And my quote said, well, the question was, why do you do Movie Butte?
Yeah.
And that was his answer. My answer was, freedom of my creative expression through dance and what I can show people. Because it's always like I've been rapping stuff on stages for years, big stages, small stages, different cities, towns, whatever, hundreds of shows. But I've always had fun dancing at parties and stuff like that in the club and blah blah blah. But never like an organized event or choreographed. So when Danielle asked me to do it with her, I'm like, it sounds fun, but I don't know. I never did any kind of choreography. It's like, nah, just try it. I'm like, all right. Then we started putting together a routine. We went on stage. I'm like, oh, this just feels too natural. It's too fun.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to contain that excitement every time I'm up there.
No, it's really I was really. I mean, for one, I was really. Yeah, I'm always proud of you, man. Every time I see you up there, I'm just like, yeah, that's a rapper right there. That's a rapper / dancer right there. He's killing it.
Combination Harley's ever seen, and maybe some communities look down upon, laughed at, some is praised. I don't really care. I'm doing it just because it's fun. And like you said, he's talking about the different shows that you've done. I know she still got little remnants of some costume makeup going right now. I watched that show. That's very interesting right there. What's the name of that?
Last night, the reason that I still have makeup on is, well, one, because I couldn't get it off. It's really hard to get off eyeliner. And
I can tell.
But anyway,
and your hair and shit.
But anyway, last night was basically the last night of our musical play at the Mount Theater called Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Okay.
It's it's basically about this gay. I mean, I'm not too familiar with it. There's just more musicals I know better than others. But
is it a drag show?
Yeah, it's like a drag. It's like a rock. Yeah, you don't really feel like you're watching.
Like a drag queen show, but it's like Some of the characters are in drag.
Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't really seem like you're watching a musical. It feels like you're watching a concert.
Okay.
Because all it is, it's just like song after song after song, and there's a band playing in the background, and Hedwig's rocking out and thing. But yeah, he's basically this guy dressed as a woman, and he's supposed to be a drag queen, and it just made me
So what character do you play in that?
So basically, I'm just a backup singer.
Okay.
So I'll admit it definitely wasn't my favorite play to do because I feel like I guess it's one of the reasons why I've been more involved with the dance collective. I feel like because I feel like the dance collective, like every year they always let me expand. They always let me go from being a dancer to a choreographer to doing this to doing that to really having the spotlight with all you guys and all that stuff. Whereas with it's just weird. I've been acting with the Mountain Theater a lot longer with the dance collective, obviously, but yet I still feel like all I'm doing with the Mountain Theater is just being a backup person or a character that you only see for the first or last like 10 or 15 minutes of the play, which is definitely really frustrating. But I guess you don't really appreciate doing a performance sometimes until the actual performance, because then you get that adrenaline rush and
absolutely, man.
And you get that
real.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yep. I mean, it's like the homie Eminem said, you gotta lose yourself in the moment, which is very, very real. You get out there, the lights hit you, you hear the crowd with their cheering, boomerang, or just waiting for something, but you just feel that energy, and you transform. For that Mount Sinai stage where there's a few minutes or an hour or whatever, you transform into like either the character you're playing or what you're trying to portray to the audience. That's all I think you're focused on. You're just so happy in it that it can take you over in a good way. Mostly should be in a good way. Yeah. That's what I love about it. Like, what all dances have you choreographed? Do you remember from like both of you? Because I know that's when you done all your choreography.
Yeah, so the first 2 years I didn't choreograph anything. I was just a dancer. Then the third year, I believe it was, was when I first started choreographing. So the first dance I choreographed was I did Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, okay.
Which I knew.
I still never seen a video of that, by the way. I want to see that if it's on. Is it out?
Well, see, when the movie first started, we just started getting DVDs.
Okay.
So they didn't exactly put it on the web or whatnot. So I definitely got copies of it. I can show.
Yeah, we'll check that out sometime.
But yeah, so I mean, the first dance I choreographed, it was Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah.
Then the next one I did, it was the first boy band piece that I did, which was basically a mix. It was basically NSYNC's Bye 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 and Backstreet Boys Unwanted Outlay.
Okay.
And then I believe the one I then right after that I did choreograph a disco piece with my friend Leslie, but I couldn't actually be in the performance because that year I was still in college.
Okay.
So I kind of had to double back and forth, which I was able to do beautifully.
I love to do a disco piece for movie review, like not choreographic, just be in one.
Yeah. And then I believe the next one I did was when that I choreographed was when you came along on board.
Right. That was the big boy band piece. Was like 20 guys, 20 girls.
Yeah, it was
10, something like that. It was a lot.
That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And
I still got the costume from that too in my closet. The shirt, I still got this shirt. I don't know why I didn't get rid of it yet. I don't want to wear it again, but just keep it for memorabilia, I guess.
I wore it at a drag show at Western a couple months ago. There was a drag show at Western a couple months ago, and I didn't dress in drag, but I thought I would do like a little Magic Mike.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun, and they pulled a fast one on me, which was awesome. Like I was doing my thing on stage,
Mm-hmm.
and then they brought this gorgeous 25-year-old chick up on the stage and just sat in a chair just so I could do some lap dancing with her. And obviously she was smiling and all that stuff. So pretty much her reaction gave me the okay, let's do it. I'm gonna
full throttle.
I'm gonna go full out and yeah, I'm gonna
full send, baby.
Although after the performance, I did have to find her after, and I had to say, just so you know, ma'am, that this is not normally how I would give a first good impression. And yeah, a lot of my friends were just like, Barron, why don't you get her number? And I'm just like, well, if I got her number, then it would make it sound like all I would want to do is, it's kind of creepy. Like, it would make it seem like all I would want to do is get in her pants.
Like you set that shit up the whole time or something.
Yeah. Which is, I didn't want to be a stalker or something, you know.
Good move.
But I mean, yeah, it's just so funny that I've been acting and singing a lot longer than I've been dancing. And yet, a lot of people, including my parents, they don't say I suck. They say I'm good, but they say that I'm a lot better at dancing than I am at acting and singing.
Yeah,
which is kind of a surprise. You know?
Well, constructive criticism is what we all need as creatives, you know. And if you want to see anything that he's done recently, or just some of his creative stuff he has online, he has numerous videos on his YouTube channel, which is
you just go under my name, Barron Farnell.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, I got a lot of videos on there. A lot of that Khari here helped me out with to film. Yeah, there's some there's some dancing videos, some Zumba videos that you can teach yourself at home. There's a couple of singing videos.
He's got quite a bit of covers on there.
I put a workout routine on there, which was pretty fun. And yeah, actually, what's kind of funny is that is the audition video we did for American Idol.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think it was great. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with.
Is that one with the weights and stuff, or was that a different one? No, that was American Ninja Warrior.
No. It was when I was singing "I Want That Way" and I was dancing. See, I didn't really think I did that great of a job with this, but then I just found it funny that a month later, I get an email from American Idol saying, so there's auditions in Denver on September 14th at 6 a.m. So you could sign up and be there, and I was like, oh wow,
yeah, go for it, man. I mean, it's better than wondering what if. It's good to try something. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just that chance there's plenty of law of averages. Instead of just sitting home not doing it, wondering what if. At least you can say you gave it a shot. If it didn't work out, and you never know, it could be that diamond in the rough. It could be that one spark, that one chance that'll make it happen. Sometimes you just never know you have chances.
No, being on American Idol would definitely be a big deal because it would be the first time that I've actually been trying to do what I love to do, which is just trying to perform in general on maybe live TV and just be.
You're very fucking dedicated, dog. Really dedicated. You don't care what nobody else thinks. You do what's in your heart. You do what you feel because you love it. And even I remember that video, the cover, High School Musical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talk about your experience with that. Bet on it.
Yeah, bet on it.
First time doing a music video, helped them film it, man. It was that was fun.
Yeah,
I've never done a cover music video for somebody before. I've always done my own videos for me, but I want to go into doing videos for other people. I'm learning new technology, new stuff, new software, all this other stuff, tricks from people that I know way more advanced than I am that teach me stuff.
Yeah.
And Jaron, talk about your experience with that. That was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was actually surprised on how many views we got on YouTube for that, 219 so far or something like that, which is pretty big. But no, I was definitely I was just at the point where I was just it would be kind of cool if we could do something where I can show my singing and a little bit of my dance dancing. And plus, music videos are pretty awesome. Especially the ones with like like Zac Efron, the Backstreet Boys that they sing, but then they also dance.
Right.
And plus I love it. I love the process of how it's done, of how you record your voice singing it first. So then when you get on the actual set or whatever, then you could just focus on your dancing.
Yeah.
Just as long as you keep your mouth moving.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's all about showcasing your talents to the world, and because you never know who you can help with it, who you can entertain. Um, Not because you want to just keep that shit in. Keeping it in doesn't feel right. I don't say it feels selfish. Just the expression is very therapeutic.
Yeah, because
It really is.
Yeah, especially if dancing taught me one thing is not to just not give an F what people think because back to what you were saying when you were saying that you at first when Danielle asked you to do a dance you were kind of hesitant about it. I was the same thing too because basically I was doing this play with my friend Annie, who was a member of the dance collective, and yeah, we just had a lot of fun acting together, and I guess she just noticed that I can move
Right.
to a beat. So basically, she asked me if I wanted to do this dance performance with her called Move Butte. I just started,
Right.
and I was just like, but wait, I thought in order to do an actual dance performance here, you had to have some experience with dancing and all that. And she said, "Oh no, this is for a lot of people who just want to start dancing and that sort of thing." So I was like, sure, I guess I'll try it. I'm not sure how good I'll make you because you're the dancing expert,
Right.
and I'm not. So I'm not really sure how well I will make you on stage,
Yeah.
But the first year I did it, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and it definitely made me more comfortable in my body, because it definitely made me feel more thick-skinned than I was. Because especially because especially in high school, I did play school sports and all that, but I was like this.
I was too.
I was like skinny, like bony.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't until my senior year of high school that I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna have a coach I'm not gonna have a coach anymore. So I gotta start figuring out how to keep myself in shape.
Right.
And healthier.
It's all about how motivated you are, man.
How
dedicated you are to that craft, whatever that craft may be, whatever your end goal is for that particular skill set, whether you want to reach, if you want to be like a star celebrity, or if you want to play in major leagues, or if you want to just be a traveling performer, whatever that is, how dedicated are you to working towards getting that?
Yeah, because especially after I did my first performance of dancing, I was just like, okay, from here on out, I gotta keep the physique and the flexibility of a dancer, So it's like that's why that's why I'm so into yoga.
Endurance too.
Like
you need endurance.
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so into yoga and I do more ballet now and that stuff and
I'm telling you something. It's like I think you kind of baited me in a little bit, like kind of suckered me in like with the view the first time.
Yeah.
Because the story with me with that, it was 2 years ago. It was at a Halloween party in town, wherever, and I'm dancing. And that's when I met Danielle, who was a great dancer already, and was dancing and having fun. And she was like, "Oh, you're a great dancer. You should do Smoothie Butte." I'm like, "What's Smoothie Butte?" 'Cause at the time I never heard it.
Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know." I was like, "Well, we'll stay in contact. I'm gonna tell you about it later." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." So popped up at my job one day, was talking about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know about choreographed dance live. I never done it before. Plus, I do hip hop. I'm a little opposite end of the spectrum. I don't know. Maybe she's like, no, just try it. Trust me, you like it. Like, okay, maybe. I wasn't really sold on it yet. But Barron knew that I had my own studio. I do mixes, my own music and mixes for other people. So he asked me to do a musical mix for his group, his piece that he was choreographing called. It was a boy band piece. So he gave me a list of songs. I mixed them together. Went to go deliver them to him while I was at practice. They're rehearsing. I'm thinking I'm just going to go drop it off, and leave, and go back home and do my own thing. Nah, when I'm there, they're like, "Oh, we need one more guy." They just happen to need one more guy that day. Yo, I'm like, all right, this seems to set up. So the try routine with us. I'm like, what? No, I'm not even dressed today. I'm gonna go home. Like, no, just jump in and try it. And then my mom was like, oh, all right. Everybody else was trying to kind of ask me, so I did. I'm like, this ain't that hard. Okay, I might be able to work this out.
It's good.
Then I spoke to Danielle again. We started putting together ideas for a couples routine, like a duet. So we worked on a duet and ended up becoming a really good one. I forgot what the name of it was, but yeah, that was. I mean, it's all online. It's on YouTube and Vimeo. If I'm pronouncing that word right, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we did that and did the boy band routine with Barron, 9 other guys and 10 ladies, and ended up being really fun. Like I just caught the bug right away. I'm like, wow, this is great. So we just next year jumped in another routine. Well, actually, I didn't. I actually did another duet with Danielle the following year. I didn't really have the time to put in a rehearsal to do a second piece. But it's so great, just the friends I made and the connections, all the story, hearing everybody else's stories and stuff, and backgrounds where you're coming from, why you do it. It's just very inspiring, very inspiring. So
it was a good plan, right?
Yeah.
Now you can't be mad at me for it.
I was there at the beginning. I was just like, damn it.
Damn it.
Like at work, I think he had that plan all along.
No,
but this year though, the next one, what I'm going to do is I put together my own song about the show, and I'm going to perform rapping, and I threw together a couple ideas with some other dancers, whether I have like 2 background dancers or do it. But then when the other dancers said, "Oh, I love that idea. It's great. It's fun. I would love to do it. But what about doing it during curtain call or the battle lines, like as a closing the show that way?" I'm like, "Well, that's even dope. That's dope too."
Yeah, that
so
is
the directors. I hit the directors, the executive producer of the show, whatnot. They loved it, and they heard the song. They all loved it. So we get together, and I think it's on September, October for the choreographers meeting. I can't remember when it's going.
It's usually around October.
Yeah, and try to put together an idea, like a way to incorporate that, maybe at the beginning of the show. I don't know, but I'm also going to do the duet with Danielle again. We've been putting together some ideas for that. Nothing solid yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great show. I know Barron's got some shit up his sleeve. He's always got something in the works, man.
Yeah, I always like to plan ahead.
Oh, absolutely, especially for something like that, because you never know what's going to come up, what's going to spark the inspiration, who's going to work with.
Yeah,
because we talking about doing Magic Mike for real with all guys, because last year was missing a bunch of guys.
Because last year one of our guys, he tried to do it by himself. And honestly, he wasn't really dancing. It wasn't really. He was just kind of like beat bopping or whatever. It wasn't really Magic Mike material. And I was just like, okay, so I'll do it next year, but we'll definitely have more dancing in it, because I finally saw the actual Magic Mike films, and I did not like them one bit, because it seemed like all they were doing was just doing a lot of pelvic thrusting and all. They weren't really dancing, so I was just like, no. We'll have pelvic thrusting, but we'll have more dancing.
At the same time, it's just a movie though, so it's like it's groomed for just what it was, like for comedy and sex. It was a movie.
Yeah.
But in comparison to like actual shows, like Male Review type shows, they got the Thunder Down Under, they got the Chippendales and all those. They do actually choreograph dances though. But
but I mean that's one of the reasons.
It's way higher level than what we're probably going to be doing or capable of, man.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I want to be lean. I'd rather be lean than like big and bulky, because
you gotta rip yourself up. You gotta get ripped.
Well, I'm ripped. I'm not ripped. You can't say I'm not.
A little bit. I can't go front like anybody did.
You can't say I'm not ripped. Come on. I'm definitely a lot more
a little
big.
torn, but I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez. It's kind of funny. It's funny you should say that because at my birthday party, this year, I was talking to one of our dancers, Wendy, and I was telling her that I want to do a Magic Mike thing, and she was just like, yeah, Barron, are you sure you're exactly Magic Mike material? And I'm just like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? It's like,
what are you trying to say?
she's like, well, those guys are big and bulky, and I'm just like, yes, but Wendy, don't you notice that the bigger and bulkier you are, the less you can actually move around? Like, you can't be as flexible. Like, it's because of my physique that I can be more flexible than most guys around here. Because I mean, come on, I can do the splits for God's sake, and most guys they can't do the splits.
I can't even get close, dog. If I do get that close, I might get stuck.
Plus I'm, I could be dirty and I could be sexy. Obviously that 25-year-old chick at that drag show thought it was pretty good. I mean, she stuffed $100 down my undies.
Yeah, you gotta find her.
But no, it's So there's Magic Mike thing, and then also, our friend Age, who is the director of the dance collective. She pulled me aside, and she was basically just like, Barron, do you realize that this year, it would have been 10 years that we were involved in the same dance production, but we never actually did a dance together. I think this year we should do a dance together. I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. So I've been thinking about a lot of ideas. I mean, I don't know if she's been thinking about some ideas, but definitely when it gets closer, I'll definitely run and buy her. But but yeah, definitely move viewed is just always the one thing I'm always looking forward to every year.
Me too, man. It's one of my favorite times of the year. The 3 years, just some change I've been out here. Like Movie View, Soul Train, Beer and Chili Festival, opening day on the mountain, and the mountain. I mean the museum's Black and White Ball, which I missed the last two because I was working those days. But the first year I came out here, that first summer I went to that, and I had so much fun. I'm gonna try my best to get to the next one.
We'll see. I can't. We'll see. Mainly the reason why I don't go to balls and stuff around here is because I can never find a date.
Fuck that. Go anyway. You don't need a date.
Well, yeah.
Get a date when you get there.
Yeah, shit. I know. I don't need a date. Yeah, but it makes a good excuse to ask people to go out on dates. Because
it can be a good piece to help. You can try getting a date, but you don't need an excuse to ask for a date, man. Just ask for a date. But for something like that, though, just go. There's plenty of people there. Everybody's looking nice, feeling nice, live music. Man, first time I went, I didn't have a date. I just went. I mean, granted, well, yeah, there's a weird story about that day, actually, because that day, funny, as I was going to that, somebody I was dating at the time broke up with me that morning, or the evening before. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. Okay, I'm going to stay out here then. I'm going to go there, make the most of it, and I ended up having such a good time that night. And then it just spiraled into just me staying the rest of the view for longer than I initially planned to, which just seemed to be a lot of people's stories. But it just ended up being a good experience overall. But yeah, something like that, though, is like one of my favorite times of the year, those types of events. And there's hundreds of events going on all year, but those 4 that I just mentioned are my favorites.
I'll tell you one thing. It's just not easy to get a date around here, because
it is not.
Because a lot of girls around here, they still see me like they just either still see me as the same 13-year-old kid that they first met when I first moved here, or
those are the ones that knew you back then.
Or it just seems like when I start being friends with someone, that's it. It's like we just stay friends. That's
why you gotta outsource.
Well, that's
outside of the people that already know you, that's known you forever, because that's all you, because they see you as what they've seen you as before when they met you back then. Meet people in the areas that you don't normally be, or they haven't seen you before, don't know you.
Well,
chances get better.
That's definitely what happened, is that I've dated people outside of Colorado, but the only problem is that I would always have to be the one to break up with them, because they would be driving me nuts, like, as far as like telling me what to do all the time, or just rushing things. It's like, whoa, it's like I just started enjoying you, now you're kind of freaking me out.
It could be a gamble sometimes. It is, if you're not on the same wavelength or the same places in life, or some kind of spiritual or mental or emotional connection has to be there. And maybe that takes some time to grow. Some people it takes a while to grow, and some people it happens right away.
And what's really annoying around here is that either when girls, they'll either give me their number and I'll call them, but they'll never call me back, which is annoying. Or there have actually been some situations where I'm either flirting or making out with a chick, and I don't realize until I find out later that they have a boyfriend or they're married. So like the first time it was after Move Viewed. It was at this after party at Bones. And yeah, my friend Leslie had this had a friend of hers that she said that she wanted to meet me. And so she introduced me to this really beautiful blonde woman. And she was like, "Oh my God, Mary, I'm such a fan. You know, I love your dancing. You're the most athletic dancing guy out there, pretty much." And so, one thing led to another. We started talking, then we started flirting, then we started making out for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then that was that. But then the next morning, my friend Leslie calls me. It's like, "Barron, did I just see you making out with my friend Amanda?" I'm like, "Yeah, you did." And she's like, "Yeah, Barron, she's married." I'm like, "What?"
Bomb drop.
Are you kidding me? and my friend Jake was just trying to give me a high five, like, "Dude," and I'm like, no, not a high five.
No. Rewind it. Nope.
Yeah, and then. And then there was this other girl named Hannah who was in my apartment complex. We just started talking about Zumba, and then she was talking about my Magic Mike thing, and she started getting all flirty with me. And this was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, mind you. But her friend looks at us and basically just like, "Why don't you two go out? It looks like you two are starting to hit it off." And she's like, "Yeah, I can see us hitting it off." And she gives me her number, and I call her. But she never calls me back. So I see her friends a couple days later, and I'm just like, can you guys just tell Hannah to call me? And they're just like, "Yeah, Barron, she was actually pretty drunk that afternoon, and her boyfriend is a police officer." Like, what?
That's when you hear the record scratch.
Are you kidding me?
That's that high school mentality bullshit I've been talking about, man. Don't even get me started on that. Just be a man or be a woman and tell somebody that you're not interested in your own polite way, or just let somebody know the real. Speak on it. Don't do all this ghosting bullshit. I be hating that.
Why is it that women always like to play the hard to get game? That's
one game I refuse to play. It's
I hate
childish for me.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Nobody
got time for that shit.
I was at open mic. I remember at open mic night when I was talking about women. I was doing some stand up and I was quoting Kevin Hart, and I was just like, "Men, let me explain one of the worst things you can do. One of the worst things you can do in life is not respond to your lady's text messages."
That part.
Because you know why? Why? Because because if you don't answer right away, she will then proceed to have a conversation through the messages that she is sending you.
With herself, yeah.
Like,
was that from What Now?
Yeah, what now, Kevin Hart? Just yeah, but it was like, so this is what we doing now. Wow. I guess this is what we doing now.
Yeah,
you know what? I hope that bitch is worth it. Wow. So you telling me that bitch is worth it?
Shout out to Kevin Hart, Heartbeat Productions on him. Hilarious. One of my favorite stand-ups, by the way.
Yeah, it definitely was the best stand-up that year, and yeah, I was actually trying to come up with some jokes on Michael Jackson.
Like, you know what I think you should do? We get you to come up with a complete 100% original routine, all you. Tell stories about some shit and just make it funny. Like, I'm telling you, if you do that, you kill it. You just gotta, because I know you got your stage presence, you know how to connect to a crowd. I've seen you control the crowd before open mic a few times. I've seen you just like rock it a few times by. And people will notice when you're quoting somebody else, so when you do all your own shit, bro, we're gonna do that.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to make it's one thing to make up dance choreography that's gotten easier over the years, but yeah, I try to make up jokes, and it's not easy. It's really hard. It's like some of the jokes I come up with, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think that's funny.
Well, yeah, of course. You're gonna filter through a lot of ones that aren't funny, and you're gonna get to pick out the ones that's good. That's just gonna come with time, like figuring out. Like you can make like hours worth of material, and when you practice all of them, some of it's not gonna work, and some of it's gonna kill them. The ones that kill them, you keep those and compress those into a routine. The other stuff is just throw away. We can modify that later on. Same thing I do with music. Like when I'm putting together albums and stuff, I may put out an album that has 20 songs on it. Out of those 20 songs, I might have done like maybe 30, 35. And those extra 15, the songs are probably never gonna come out, or I might use lines from those or different pieces, or use those beats for something else. But that's just all a filtering process.
Yeah, but it's one of the things about performing, I guess, and one of the other things about performing that's really helped me realize is that you can't judge people by their cover.
Absolutely.
Kind of thing, because I mean,
especially in performance arts, I know images a lot, but it's not everything. It's not the core of the person. It's just the outer shell.
Yeah, but still there are certain goals that I definitely want to reach. Like like eventually getting on People magazines, sexiest man alive. That's a great goal.
That Hollywood label is so shallow. I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah, and plus I mean, one of my fellow cast members, who was just in this play that I just did, apparently before he moved here, he said that he was performing Disney plays on Disney cruise lines, and he said that he can keep me in the loop on how to get in touch and all that sort of thing. Because I was just like, oh man, performing on Disney on a cruise ship, that's living a dream, man.
Oh, look at me, man. That's definitely would be a dream. I'd be very proud of you for doing that. I would love for you to do that. I mean, I do encourage anybody, single, young, whatever, to try to get a job on a cruise line if you feel like you can handle a 7-day-a-week workload, because that's what it's about. It's super hard work, but you'll have a lot of fun. I mean, I can give you hundreds of stories about my experiences working with Norwegian Cruise Line. I did that for about almost 4 years, and that was probably one of the best things I could have ever done with my life. It opened up many doors for me.
So
I had a lot of great relationships built from that. I still talk to a lot of people from that to this day.
What did you do?
I was a chef.
Oh, a chef. Cool.
Started out as assistant cook, made to cook, first cook one, if you will, some places. Chef Corner worked in many different types of restaurants on those ships, because I was with first it was Norwegian Cruise Line. Then he branched off. They had an American fleet, Norwegian Cruise Line America. And I was working on those ships also. And I mean, the time for me to get into my whole history with that, because I can talk about that for hours and hours upon end. Yeah. It was just a great learning experience. Had its ups and downs, just like anything else does. But
Well, what I still can't understand is that you're a performer, and there are a lot of things about theater that I can tell that you like.
Yep.
But you don't like Disney, man.
I love Disney. I just not a super fan of certain things of it as you are.
Well, like what?
Like I may not watch like a lot of the kids movies because I'm not a kid. I'm like almost 40. But back then when I was a kid, I did enjoy those movies.
Oh, come on.
I enjoy the brand. I never disliked the brand at all. I never said a bad word about Disney at all.
Well, see, that's one of the things I love about performing is that it just allows you to bring out the kid in you again.
Yeah, it's supposed to, especially with something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, like especially with like Peter Pan, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely definitely Peter Pan. I will say was one of Walt Disney's great successes.
True.
I have to say my favorite Peter Pan movie would have to be the movie Hook.
I like Hook. The one with Dennis Hoffman.
With Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams.
That was dope. Yeah, I've seen that probably about 20 times. I had the VHS. That's what you how old school I am back then. I had that shit. Me and my cousins used to watch that all the time, man.
But I think the reason I love that movie was because it was about a man who basically lost, who was basically almost turning into just a typical adult, careless human being who had just forgotten himself.
He was a lost boy, lost his way. He came back to the real world and he grew up and just became old and somewhat bitter.
But then when he comes back to Neverland, he's able to regain his confidence and to regain his happiness of having fun and being that kid again. And it's because of that by the end of the movie he was able to come back to the real world a totally different man.
Right.
He's more loyal to his kids and his wife and all that stuff. And I've always loved that about performing is that just, I mean, even if you don't want to be a performer, like an actor, or whatever, I'm telling you, if you just get involved at least once in dancing or theater or something like that, it'll totally turn your whole world upside down, and you'll just feel so much more alive, I feel like.
Yeah, man, just being able to tell stories and inspire is not only a gift, but it's a blessing. And it's a great thing to have and be able to do. Whether you have it naturally or you learn it along the way, it's great.
It was pretty interesting of how because definitely every year, especially for Move the Butte, that's always been my goal is to try to get new people involved every year with the dance, like I did you.
Yep, it's gonna grow. I mean, I did it, and I got my homeboy involved. He saw me doing it, and he loved it. Fortunately, he had to make a life adjustment. He no longer lives here, but that time that was just great. That was fun. But man, this was fun, man. I hope got some information out there to people. I hope you was able to let people know more about you, let them into your mind, your lifestyle, and what you got going on.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can reach you on social media.
So if you guys want to, like I said, you look up my YouTube videos. Just type my full name, Barron Farnell. It's right there. And then also, I'm also on Facebook. You can find me on there. You can find me on Twitter under Shred Barron. You can also let's see this. Oh, I guess that's it. But then also, just keep in mind, I still have Zumba classes running around down here in both Crestview and Gunnison. So, if you want to reach me and ask about my classes, I got posters around town and all. So it's like I said, find me on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or whatnot, and also I'll just keep on trying to do more videos for you guys, and yeah, it was really great to explain to you guys, and all I can say, um, just as a final word, is just to follow your dreams. You know, even if people say they won't come true, it's probably because they can make their dreams come true themselves. So they just want to make you believe that, so it'll make them feel better. Well, don't listen to them. They're all dicks. And yeah, just do what you love to do. Don't let anyone else tell you differently.
Yep. Well, it was definitely fun talking with you today.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Something we've always wanted to do, and we will be doing future episodes with you in the near and far future, because we're going to have this definitely want this thing to grow. This will be posted in a few days on my SoundCloud at Khari-Martino, the SoundCloud. Also my website, Kharismind.com. It will be on Facebook and YouTube as well. Both of our Facebooks, we have Barron Farnell, me is Khari-Martino on YouTube at Khari Martino G 1999-81. Same place you see everything else, my big channel and my music videos and all that other stuff. But this is the Infinite Ambition podcast. You need to recognize your limitless worth. It's real conversation with real people out here in Crested Butte. We want to thank you so much for tuning in, and you have a blessed day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever it is wherever you are on this planet. Enjoy that. Peace.